Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Back up, back up, back up. Wait, back up, back up. I was told it, back up, got this all in my back up, but I won't be a back up. Back up, living life in respect. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the leak in the lead? Immediately. Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick to the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boo thing out the PF chains and take him K, get a steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? Something better tell mankind Undertaker coming.
Wait, back up, back up. I was told it, don't back up. Got me solid, back up, but I won't be a back up. Back up, living life in respect. I might slip out and back up, but I won't be a victim. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm gonna act up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, you know I be smarter than Spock. Come from off the top, the flow is hot, I got you shot. Come from off the top, come from off the top.
Can't keep up, you too slow. You just watch, I control. I take half, you not whole. Got your mind, got your soul.
Here's a scenario, I'm in your area, this is your definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this jumping like Mario, now you ain't with me. You terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Hot in Nigeria, this is the year of the beer, leave it here on a chair so they know we was here. Staring in fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off of the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Knew I could jam, but the top wasn't playing. Now everybody wanna be friends. How you? Said I'm just fine, in the right place, at the wrong time. Said I go crazy, out of my mind. And I think back when daddy wrote down that it might scrape and it might grind, but you work hard and it might shine. Let me slow down, switch the time and quit hiding.
Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Basketball Encyclopedia, Bill Simmons. Bill, no one loves the game like you. It's so great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
Welcome back to 2K TV, Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah, I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
And Bill, of the championships you've watched the Celtics win, do you have a favorite?
I do, actually.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. We get a look at the sun shining in the buildings of downtown Salt Lake City, Utah, our broadcast location today. Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, the Utah Jazz tries to keep their players happy by financially incentivizing them. Contract bonuses include on-the-court performance, physical fitness, and off-season workouts. The team's general manager said, "To be a significant program, we need to be great defensively and with individual development. The bonuses are created with those goals in mind." Kevin?
Thanks, DA. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Saturday, They'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Spurs, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Sabonis and Turner up front. Jeremy Lamb out there with Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Warren in at the 3 spot. And for Utah, Joe Ingles is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's O'Neal, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Mitchell in at the 1.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Now here's Lamb, and it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Some nice passing here by Indiana, and a wide open look for Lamb. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Utah. Here's Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Well, if you don't stay in front and you allow him room to drive, you will pay the consequence. Donovan Mitchell with authority.
Brogdon the pass to Lamb. O'Neal comes with the double team. Knocked away. Stolen by Mitchell. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Finished off the break. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
You can see Donovan Mitchell's speed and ability to get separation in transition. He is dangerous out there.
Pass to Sabonis. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Lamb finds Brogdon. Turner with it. Now defended by Mitchell. The shot by Turner, no good. Mitchell against Brogdon. And again, Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got 6.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
O'Neal against Lamb. Brogdon outside. Lets it fly. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Gobert can't hit. The Pacers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Warren, and he banks in the layup.
Well, T.J. Warren's frame and game perfectly suited for a finish on the interior.
Here's Mitchell. That shot off. Good work defensively by Turner. Warren against Ingles. Warren, good.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Jazz have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Mitchell, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Boy, you have to admire Donovan Mitchell. This guy is capable of playing either guard position, and he plays with so much passion and energy, guys. It's infectious.
Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And the Utah fans known league-wide for their passion.
This is a very tough place to get a win on the road, Greg. You know that as well as anyone. You've got the elevation, second highest in the league, and as you mentioned, those fans are loud, proud, and passionate.
And Mitchell drops them both. Now when it comes to load management strategy, Doris, should coaches do it along the way as opposed to waiting until the last, say, quarter, third of the season?
Well, Kev, I think you can look to the San Antonio Spurs, who I think were the first to really look hard at what we would now describe as load management. And I think the one thing is you're trying to just make sure guys are prepared for the most important point of the season. You've got to win enough to get in the playoffs and be positioned well, but your guys have also have to be healthy at the end of the year.
Here's Sabonis following the bucket by the Jazz. Shot clock at 5. Warren the pass to Sabonis. Utah with the rebound. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And I credit the shot selection in that one. It's hard to stay patient, but you see the reward.
Well, typically, Greg, great decision-making leads to great shooting percentages. I thought that team played a very smart game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy. Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
Here's Lamb, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Outside Turner. Back to Lamb. Wants to get it to Brogdon and does. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovic.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Pacers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That free throw good from Brogdon. And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office.
He hits both from the stripe.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
Here's Lamb, following the basket by Donovan. Oh!
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Brogdon with it. Really struggled in their loss against Utah. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Empezamos a pie y ahora andamos en el tren. Vamos a calentar, baby, tú. No se quiere olvidar, no quiere recordar, baby. Can't get enough. Yeah, can't get enough. Yeah, can't get enough.
Halfway through the season and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. Take a look at the Jazz. They're holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far.
And I think for the Jazz, for me, they've taken the league by storm this season. I felt like they were maybe a year ahead of schedule in terms of being an elite group. But you look at them right now, and here they are.
Yeah, they weren't really on anyone's radar before the season began, but they're definitely there now.
Utah leading by 8. And Donovan Mitchell again. Mitchell's got 16 points.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Brogdon. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Three-pointer, 5 to shoot.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Was there any steal in the 2017 draft bigger than Donovan Mitchell? My goodness, guys, Utah looks like they found a franchise player with him.
I mean, to see a player his age come in and just be an elite scorer is impressive. Very explosive in transition, but also in the half court. Reminds you a bit of Westbrook or a young D. Wade with how he plays.
The first one falls.
You know what I love about Donovan Mitchell? He is just as great off the court as he is on. This guy is engaging. He's self-aware. He is the real deal.
He's perfect from the line this time. And with his dad working with Major League Baseball players, Mitchell was rubbing elbows with guys making millions. He saw some players who stayed humble and others who didn't.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Well, we talk about Donovan Mitchell as an exceptional two-way talent. No better example than right there.
Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Jazz in Utah. Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Shot to stop the run, and he lays it up and in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Stolen by Warren. 4-on-3 break. The shot by Brogdon, no good. Utah leading by 12. Here's Gobert. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. Warren kicks to Sabonis, and there's the pass to Brogdon. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall, and Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Another miss by Utah.
Credit the defense right there. They have not allowed this guy to get going at all in this period.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop.
Oh, the power on that prudent.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Out to Lamb. Over in the corner, Warren. There's the three. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Mitchell. 17-foot shot on the way. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Mitchell.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Feeds it to Turner. Sabonis trying to get open. And Turner throws it down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz.
And something that's troubled Indiana the last 3 years, rebounding.
I think, Greg, it's probably manifested at both ends of the floor, right? Some of it's about roster construction. Some of it's about style of play. Some of it's about philosophy. But their inability to control the glass has at times had an impact on them.
Almost entirely new group. Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Conley gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 14.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. they're completely in disarray.
Pass to Holiday. Back to McConnell. Beyond the arc. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Gobert.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
To the right side. McDermott, no one around him. And the Pacers, another 3.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And here's Conley outside. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Out to the right wing. Corner shot. And Davis pulls it down.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Leaf. From down in the low post, it goes.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Moutier. Holiday with the block. At the elbow, McDermott. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McDermott's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pacers. And it's Conley penetrating, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Conley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Indiana moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Leaf. Rebounded by the Jazz. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Clarkson's running. That one goes. Count it. Conley's got 9.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And Davis sends it back. And here we go. Moutier into the hoop. And Moutier throws it down.
You see the ability of Moutier to get into space and be a factor in transition.
Pacers trail by 15. McConnell passes to Leaf. And it's good for 2.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Moutier. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. He's got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Leaf. And the layup falls.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Conley gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Conley.
Indiana foul.
And already over a decade in the league for Mike Conley. He never got past the numbers game to make the All-Star team in the crowded Western Conference, but make no mistake about it, Conley is star caliber.
And the first one at the line is good.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Outside Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley.
Michael Conley.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul.
The wide open look here for Holiday.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Shots good by Clarkson. And the Jazz lead by 17.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Jazz foul call. Jordan Clarkson.
The Pacers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Aaron Holiday at the line for 2.
And the first one drops. He's off on the second.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Well, how about the court awareness from Bogdanovic showing off his ability to find the open man, Kev?
Pass to Holiday. There's the triple. They get it again. Leaf sinks that one from the post. Leaf's got 8.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Right back after this break. It wasn't an immediate star turn for Mike Conley in the NBA. He talked about that journey.
The ups and downs of injuries and early on in my career not being able to be consistent enough to be considered a top guard in the league and making myself work that much harder to get my game to a level where I feel that I can compete against anybody in the league. And that's what I'm most proud of, is just being able to withstand that.
Great work ethic is the key. Conley stayed at it.
And a player that's known for keeping his composure, that helps also. He weathered those early challenges and just stayed positive.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. They've got Leaf. He's out there with McDermott, and it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, coming into the 2017 draft, Donovan Mitchell wasn't sure he was ready for the NBA. Mitchell said, "I worked out in the summer with Paul George and Chris Paul. They were the ones who convinced me to keep my name in the draft. They said, look, you're good enough. Just go out there and show it." Kevin, through a couple of seasons in Utah, that's exactly what Mitchell has done.
He has made an instant impact on the NBA and the Jazz. DA, thank you. Outside Holiday, jacks up a 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation, and his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
A different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Bogdanovich, and Royce O'Neal subbed in for Emmanuel Mudiay. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. On defense, the Jazz. They led by as many as 18 points. And the pass to Brogdon. Now Sabonis. Gobert pulls it in. Turner with the steal. And it's Warren with the jam.
You can see Turner evolving as a passer. He wants to set his teammates up. That's a pretty look.
And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Conley. Gobert's got his second basket of the game. Holiday looking over the floor. Pass to Brogdon. Down low, here's Turner. Can't cash in from close range. Jazz leading by 13. And the Jazz can't hang on to the ball. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Rudy Gobert is second.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Here's Holiday. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Here's Turner, and the layup is good. Turner's got 6 points.
Miles Turner is simply a workhorse. I mean, he keeps plays alive with his length and activity.
And that one drops.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Now Holiday, he has 7. Passes it to Sabonis. To the paint, here's Turner, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's his first.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him. Miles Turner, the 11th pick in 2015. I think defensively, probably the best player out of that class. And if you view it through that prism, you wonder if going back he might have gone top 5.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And that one falls for Turner. And you know, Doris, there were some medical red flags for Turner that may have caused him to slip a bit in that draft.
Yes, but I think he has alleviated any of those concerns. Credit him and the trainers for developing his core and for this young man paying the price in the weight room. He's gotten stronger and stronger.
Here's Sabonis. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now. I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Mitchell finds Gobert, shoots over Turner. Here's Ingles. It's deflected.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
On the wing, Lamb. Stolen by Mitchell. Conley with it. Sabonis defending. Here's Ingles. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pacers trail by 8. Sabonis trying to get open. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Mitchell. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be game 4 of the 6-game road trip. To the middle. And with that, the Utah lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Sabonis.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Lamb with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Here's Brogdon. Yep, it counts. Brogdon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And the Jazz call time here. Who are some of the up-and-coming shooting guards in the league that you have noticed have got a very high ceiling?
Well, I'm going to mention 2 guys who I think could be considered combo guards who can play 1 or 2, and who I think their organizations are still trying to figure out their best position. But 2 of the most dominant young guards in the league who are going to be a problem for over a decade, Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. Both guys can create their own shot. Both can get off the dribble drive. Both could light you up for over 50 a night. Devin and Donovan, 2 names to keep an eye on.
Especially, I gotta do it excessively. No one ahead of me unless we talking to better me. Taking it, no, they ain't letting me. You know my energy, bitch, you could gather assemblies. Trying to compare like assembly. I got the live, it's at, don't mean but now I got
out the year scoring.
I think very consistent over years. More and
shot as a book for now. And bounce.
This pass averaging 15 points a game, 6 assists now. With his catalyst for their offense, often he plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
The feet turn. Fine land. That's a damn.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a miss with that slam, I think.
They need a way to gauge confidence.
Well, the problem is Donovan can hurt you any number of ways. Driving, spiking up, you name it, he's got it.
Stolen by Mitchell. Oh, a dunk by Mitchell.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Indiana's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. No good from Lamb. Utah leading. Shot from 12. But they get it back. Gobert. That one's not going to go. Good work defensively by Turner.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Indiana's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Brogdon kicks to Lamb. To the inside. And Turner with the basket on the assist from Jeremy Lamb. Lamb's got 3 assists in the game. It's stolen by Lamb. Now the fast break. Lamb with the ball. And the Pacers tack on 2 more. Jazz trail by 3. Here's Mitchell. Ingles trying to get open. And it's sent back by Turner.
Well, how about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Gobert can't hit.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Warren kicks to Brogdon. Sabonis, the pass to Turner. And the jumper from down low is good. Turner's got the lead up to 5 now for the Pacers. The Jazz shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell.
Wow, gentlemen, the quick first step of Donovan Mitchell gets the advantage, and it's over.
These guys have had some good motion on offense. High statistic.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Count that one.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I think most people consider Salt Lake City not a big free agent destination. So the Jazz are what they call a pipeline team. And what does that mean? It means they have to draft and develop their talent internally.
Your Jazz. And the Jazz say they need a fundamentally sound process to building their roster. Doris, no shortcuts.
Well, there's no question about that, Kevin. This is a group that has to be value-spaced with their free agent acquisitions in a small market. The draft picks have got to be smart. Their teaching and cultivating of that talent and development is absolutely critical.
Free throw dropped for Mitchell. Bogdanovich is checked in for Mike Conley. In Indiana with a change here, too. McConnell's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
With the Indiana Pacers, you know you're a small market team, and it's led to a little bit of a shuffle personnel-wise. What's incredible, they continue to put a competitive product on the floor year in and year out.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Outside, Lamb. Turner finds Lamb. Now, here's Sabonis. Five on the clock. Pass to Warren. Tries it from the top of the key. And again, it's Indiana. Doris, you're right. The Pacers have made the playoffs 8 of the last 9 seasons. Remarkable consistency.
I don't think there's any doubt about that, Kev. It starts at the top and sort of trickles down, from ownership to the front office down to the head coach. This is a solid operation through and through.
McConnell's scanning the floor, and it's good. 2 points. And that's 10 points for T.J. Warren.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Mitchell goes up and lays it nice and easy.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Now, here's McConnell. The pass to Sabonis. Outside, Lamb. Turner, the bounce pass. Now, here's McConnell. Covered by Mitchell.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Offensive rebound. Gets the leaner to fall. Now just a 3-point Pacer lead.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
McConnell passes to Turner, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Boy, it's really special watching Miles Turner put it all together on the offensive end. He's doing work right now.
The drive by Mitchell, and good that time. Mitchell's got 38 points.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Lamb passes to Sabonis. Outside, Lamb. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
I'll tell you, Domantas Sabonis has got some big-time athleticism. That's a pretty dunk.
And the Jazz call time here.
And you look at per-minute production, you can make a strong case that Domantas Sabonis at times has been underutilized. With consistent minutes, he can give you an efficient 20-10 every night.
Is you thinking I'm jumping the link in the league immediately? Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping. Kick to the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can eat. For his loose change, take his boot thing. Got the PF chains and take him cake and steak or something. Something looking at me like I'm on bake or something. Don't I look like Drake or something? an undertaker coming.
Back up. I was told it don't back up. Got me solid, back up. But I will be back up. Back up. Living life in respect up. Got my shit back, back up. But I will be
A different look for Utah. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. Clarkson comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Moutier in for Royce O'Neal. And Sabonis having to spend some time at the power forward spot in today's game, Greg. He's pretty big for that position.
Yeah, I mean, 6'11", 240. He's gotten leaner, done some yoga, worked on strengthening those hips, looking to stay mobile. And that ought to serve him whichever position he plays.
McConnell with it. Pass to Lamb. Here's Bitadze, covered by Mitchell. From deep, Bitadze with the bucket. Bitadze's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And it's Mitchell missing.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And he has been really good here at the free throw line in the first half.
Leaf checked in for the Pacers. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Indiana leading by 5. Outside, Lamb. Passes it to Leaf. Back to Lamb. Shoots over Clarkson. And again, it's Indiana.
Oh, guys, that's an impressive spin move there. Didn't think he had a handle like that.
And so it's Indiana bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those 3-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them then. But they're getting them a variety of ways. We just got to be better.
Play outside in defense, right? Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. We saw Miles Turner lighting it up in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And Shaq, what did you see out there from the Pacers?
Some great work from them with the 3-ball. They came in with the idea that they can attack this D from long range. They were rotating the ball on the perimeter and letting it fly. And they got a good look. It's a strategy that paid off with a barrage of threes. That's my barrage sound, man.
Kenny, what do you have to say about the Jazz?
Well, they're giving up too many high percentage looks, Ernie. They're not closing down the lane, and they're not going hard on the perimeter. That will get an L in any book.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but Boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. They've got Donovan Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Joe Ingles. And it's O'Neal in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
My goodness, how do you guard against that? Mitchell, tremendous at just getting through the contact.
Pass to Warren. Out to Lamb. Lets it go with a 3. And no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Indiana. 3-point lead. The pass to Sabonis. He gets it in there. Sabonis has got 12 in the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And he gets it to go.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
That free throw good from Warren. If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Brogdon outside. Back to Sabonis. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Donovan Mitchell. Getting around 24 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to. Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
And yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Indiana's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Sabonis, no good.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Brogdon outside. Pass to Sabonis. A 3-ball. Another shot. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Bogdanovic. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. And now it's a 3-point Jazz lead. The Pacers shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And it's Mitchell missing. The Pacers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Brogdon finds Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Don't you just love watching Domantas Sabonis get to his spots? This guy's so creative on the offensive end.
They retain possession. Chalk up 2 there. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Here's Brogdon. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Warren. A D by Bogdanovich.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Here's Mitchell. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Pacers trail by 5. Brogdon outside. Turner inside. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Sabonis with the bucket.
Well, what you love is Sabonis has both the athleticism and the strength to play through contact. Nice.
Jazz leading by 3. Here's O'Neal, and it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
Still Jazz ball.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for the Jazz. In Indiana with a change here, too. Justin Holiday's checked in for Lamb. And here is O'Neal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And very much a modern offensive game for Miles Turner. Doris not a post-up guy per se.
No, he can shoot the face-up jump shot. He's exceptional at rim running. And think about his running form. This is a young man that tried to fine-tune his stride. He has become a factor now, Kev, going end to end.
The Jazz making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. Brogdon kicks to Holiday. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in.
Assist goes to
Brogdon's got his 8th assist in the game. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. They led by as many as 18 points. Buries the long-range jumper.
And this pumps the whole team up. Conley's shooting ability brings energy and excitement.
Holiday against Ingles. Now Brogdon. He's got 9. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brogdon's got 12 in the game.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Here's Conley. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. And Utah making a change here. Davis is checked in. McDermott's checked in for the Pacers. Here's Gobert. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
Okay, Rudy Gobert showing your catch-and-shoot game. Not just a stifle tower.
Clarkson. Holiday with the block. And they get it back. And that one's good by Davis.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Bounce pass from Brogdon. Shots good by Turner.
I'll tell you, sometimes it's easier to hit the target with a bounce pass. That's perfectly done.
Here's Conley. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. The rebound by the Jazz. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. From the wing, and Utah again with the bucket.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Now here is Holiday. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. And Turner kicks to Holiday. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's foul number 2 for him. Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for Gobert. Outside Holiday. Fires for 3. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 3rd assist on the night. Jazz leading by 4. Here's Moutier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Moutier certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
First free throw is good. Well, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career in what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Holiday with it. 7 points in the game. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
Man, let's take a look now at the stats for Bogdanovic. He's really stood out for them over the past month. First in free throw percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in, Kevin.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Some of the best in the NBA right here. The top scorers, efficiency-wise. Rudy Gobert is second.
And just so reliable offensively. It's one thing to find good looks, but you've got to finish when you get them, and he does at a fantastic rate.
Pass to McDermott. Bogdanovic against Holiday. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bogdanovic. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, you love to see Bojan Bogdanovic get out and run, get ahead of the defense and score it. That is nice.
Pacers trail by 12. To stop the run. Leaf, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. Holiday, the pass to Bitadze. Here's Leaf. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Leaf's got 10 points.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
That one falls.
I'll tell you, that is nice touch from Rudy Gobert. Sends a message to the defense. You better guard me.
Indiana's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Indiana moving the ball around. Leaf, no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
The leaner, and it's Gobert, again missing.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the leaner.
In the corner, it's McDermott. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Gobert. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Jazz!
TJ McConnell, he's checked in for Justin Holiday.
TJ McConnell.
1:29 left in the third. Conley's shot is off. Pacers trail by 14. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
1:16 left here in the third quarter. Baseline jumper, and the jumper falls for him. Conley's got 11 in the second half.
Terrific instincts on offense. Love how Conley lets the game come to him naturally.
Now, here's McConnell, covered by Conley. Holiday inside the line. They grab their own miss. Bitadze, the pass to Leaf. Here's McDermott, 8 points for him. Goes up again. The shot comes out. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Moutier, and he converts the layup. Moutier's got 4 points this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Bounce pass from McConnell. Pass to McDermott. Launches it. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. No good with the wing jumper. And here's McConnell with 1 on the clock, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Utah with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Head coach Nate McMillan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Defensively, we got to keep these guys in front of us. Shooting, contested, 2. All right, play defense without fouling, and they get 1 shot.
Being aggressive, GA, without fouling. That's a good message, and that's what Coach McMillan wants.
The worst thing you can do is bail a team out. It's important that they just lock down here defensively.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for Indiana, we've got Jeremy Lamb. McDermott is out there with Domantas Sabonis, and it's TJ McConnell, and it's Holiday in at the 2-guard position.
Well, that to me typifies the confidence Bogdanovich possesses, a knockdown shooter with the quick pull-up.
McConnell passes to Sabonis. Inside. Out to Lamb. Now here's McDermott, guarded by O'Neal. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot. Nice shot by McDermott.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now McConnell. Outside Holiday. The pass to Sabonis. 7-foot shot. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game.
We are talking about 6'11", 240 pounds of nothing but big-time athlete. Domantas Sabonis doing work.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Well, just gets into the thick of the defense and makes a terrific play. Go ahead, Jordan Clarkson.
Occupying that instant offense role, Doris, Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Miles Turner comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's T.J. Warren in for Aaron Holiday. Free throw good. Clarkson. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Here's Conley. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb.
Still Jazz ball.
The Pacers making a switch here. Brogdon's checked in. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
They double-team Conley. Shoots over Brogdon. Here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Clarkson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
Here's Lamb. It's good from long range.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
O'Neal with it. He's picked up by Lamb. And Utah, another 3.
Not shot from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Pacers trail by 21. Brogdon outside. Outside Warren. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Indiana ball.
And the out-of-bounds violation is going to be reviewed. Coach has issued the coach's challenge to get it analyzed further.
And you know these types of plays, especially when you're talking about action around the sideline, this is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles, Greg. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen regardless of the call staying the same.
Doris, do you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season?
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail, well said. Here's what Utah's going with right now. Gobert, he's checked in for George Niang. Joe Ingles comes in for Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mitchell in for Mike Conley. And it's in there. 20 points for Rudy Gobert.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. Pass to Sabonis. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Down low, Turner. Blanketed by the D, he fights to the rim for the layup. Turner's got 19 points.
I'll tell you, there's nights where it looks like Miles Turner is unguardable, capable of scoring in the paint, even with the defense draped all over him.
O'Neal against Brogdon. Turner inside, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Look, Kevin, Miles Turner has great versatility, so he can score from anywhere, but right there is his bread and butter.
There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Lamb against O'Neal. A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Don't sleep on the big man now. Domantas Sabonis can be effective in catch and shoot.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, skill is such an important part of today's game, and that suits Domantas Sabonis just fine. This guy has great hands, can pass, and can shoot with range.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. And the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas was born to play this game.
I think that translates, and you see it most often in his IQ on the floor. This is a young man that thinks the game at an extraordinarily high level, and he is as fundamentally sound a guy as you'll find in the NBA.
And Mitchell drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
They get a hand on it. In transition, here come the Jazz. Here's Bogdanovich. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And Lamb kicks to Turner. And the Pacers, another 3.
Turner's ability to knock down the 3 is absolutely critical. His confidence from beyond the arc is remarkable.
And another one. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Brogdon against Mitchell. Sabonis with the bucket.
Well, Domantas Sabonis, such an efficient, fundamentally sound basketball player. Nice job on the interior.
Here's O'Neal. That shot misses. Some solid defense there from Lamb. Pacers trail by 18. It's Brogdon on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. To the paint. There's Sabonis. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. And the Jazz call time here.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer. Got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
Utah leading by 16. On baseline J. Here's Bogdanovich. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Lamb. The rebound by the Jazz. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Here's Gobert, and that one's on target from the wing. Gobert's got 16 here in the second half.
What a boost when Rudy Gobert is this efficient on the offensive end. Such a smart basketball player. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Pacers. They trail by 18. O'Neal against Lamb. Back to Brogdon. Lots of room. O'Neal with the rebound.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lamb. A different look for Utah. Bradley's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Williams-Goss subbed in for O'Neal. Gobert against Turner. Bradley trying to break free. Nice shot by Gobert.
Boy, Gobert gets to the rack quickly. How long, how agile from the 5-man on the penetration.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. It's good.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Pacers trail by 20. Lamb passes to Brogdon. Fires the 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 15 rebounds here tonight. And the shot is good. Gobert's got 8 here in the quarter.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
Indiana's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
And so it's Indiana with it. Stolen. Down low. And he lays it straight in.
We're talking 6'3", 215 pounds, so that is a big-sized guard. He can operate on the interior.
And the Pacers call time here. Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansions?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there. You're correct. Of our Jordan Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. To the inside, Brogdon. Good D by Mitchell. On offense, here are the Jazz. They're on a 14-6 run, and the shot goes in.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
How about the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell? 6'3", but boy, can he get off his feet.
Doris, when you look at the success of international players, and the league has a litany of very good international players, Doncic being the latest success story, is the perception changing about these kids when they come from overseas and play in the NBA?
Well, one of the greatest, and to me, the greatest international player of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, a Hall of Fame player, probably changed the perception to start with. Now, listen, over the years, Luka is going to have perhaps a Hall of Fame career if he stays healthy. The reality is this. The NBA is looking for the best players to man those 15 roster spots of the 30 NBA teams. It doesn't matter where you're from, what the color of your skin is. If you can play the game of basketball and play it at the highest level, the NBA wants you to be a part of their league.
Brogdon the pass to Sabonis. Bradley on the double team. Over in the corner, Turner. 6 to shoot. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Here's Williams-Goss. That one doesn't go. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Brogdon with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Lamb, good.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And so Gobert will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The drive, he got it again. Sensational.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds both the first and third place scoring marks. First, of course, for 100 points, and third place all time with 78. Anytime Wilt's name comes up, you are making history. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Utah.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Donovan Mitchell.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Davis comes in for Gobert, and it's George Niang in for Mitchell. Utah calls timeout. They're up by 23. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And guys, just avoid the unnecessary fouls here. That's about the only thing that can get them in trouble at this point.
It's kind of strange being human, yeah. It's living really just a pastime. And I'm crying victim when I'm all alone. Hoping someone calls, but then I don't pick up. Still love, I'm feeling confused. I'm losing my mind, I'm losing my view. I'm trying to find something new. Well, baby, I'm not holding my breath. I need something to believe.
And here are the Pacers now. Now, here's McConnell. Passes it to Bitadze. Back to McConnell. Pass to Sumner. 5 on the clock. Trying to get open is Davis. Rebound, Utah. Tucker with the ball. Lays it up and banks it in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Whoa, we did it. Thank you very much, Rudy. A big win in front of the home crowd. How did that feel?
Great. The fans were great. We shared the ball. We played better defense in the second half, and it's great to win for us and for our fans.
Always been one of the best crowds in the league. Thanks, Rudy. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.